NBA is driven by kind of one player, like five organizations.
Yeah, but you know what? It's gonna be outdated. And as
Yeah,
the game gets more globalized, and after the next TV deal, after things become more accessible, maybe through apps, especially if Apple joins in and buys a couple NBA games, things get more accessible.
yeah,
The type of marketing scheme they're gonna have to move off of just the one player, the one LA franchise, the one Miami franchise, the one New York. They're gonna have to move off that. They're gonna have to promote all the teams.
yeah. But did you what's called man? Why am I forgetting my thoughts? Oh, ESPN. Oh, okay, yeah, now I remember. Did we talk about the Brian Windhorst comment on ESPN
Brian Windhorst comments.
about Donovan Mitchell? We don't have to talk much about it because we talked about it in the previous one. But it goes back to your point, bro.
Yeah,
These guys care about
we did
markets
talk
when you
about it. We
yeah,
did talk about it.
but fans don't care about this stuff anymore, bro.
They really don't because everything is globalized. I feel like it's the media members who are a little bit older, and when they were
Yeah,
younger, being a big market was a big deal. Because I talk about this with my uncle all the time. I tell him like, he's still stuck on this old, but they got to go to a big market. And I'm like, what the hell, like big market? Everybody's on the internet.
bro. I
Everybody's on
whipped on
League
my phone.
Pass.
I whip on my phone and I'm watching I don't know, a younger guy, let's say random name Keontae George. I know I brought him up a lot. I'm watching him, bro. I don't need the media to tell me if he's good or not.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Why? Yeah, I don't need it. Like I have my eyes. I subscribe to so many like Utah Jazz YouTube videos. I subscribe to your channel.
Mm-hmm.
I have my other ways of consuming media.
Yeah, yeah, and the media consumption is fragmented now. It's people
Mm.
consuming things
Like
in a lot of
yeah,
different ways. You got kids, maybe they might be playing a game and they got the NBA game minimized, or they
yeah,
might be, or they might be watching it with the was it Apple?
multiple games.
What was that? The Apple Vision
Apple
Pro?
Pro.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like so many
The
different
meta,
ways
the
to
meta, the
consume it.
Facebook meta.
Yeah, or maybe their
Like,
favorite personality is commentating on the game. They're listening
doc,
to a
content.
commentating stream.
The way we take in content is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's
Like, what
crazy.
what you do. I watch YouTube. For another guy, like TikTok, I watch a TikTok video. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, bro. NBA is so easy to assess. I don't need a player to play in New York for me to find out about him.
Exactly. Exactly. And just talking to my uncle, it seems like a long time ago, if you wanted the big dollars, the big marketing, you had to do that.
Yeah, you don't need that shit anymore, bro.
Yeah.
Victor Wembanyama. If San Antonio's talked about more than I don't know most and most like these, they're talking about more than the Brooklyn Nets. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, facts. Facts. It's the media landscape has changed for the better, but it's going to be interesting to see what the NBA works up for their new TV deal. I believe
Yeah,
starting this month they're going to be in negotiations. And, there's a lot
what
of
do you?
players, that could come into play. Amazon, Apple TV. Look at the
Yeah,
MLS deal with Apple TV. Now every iPhone has MLS games. This now it's global, and they're looking at it as a global thing. It's not just an American thing. It's a
I agree,
global.
man.
That's why the All Star game. Adam Silver was stressing the importance of it. In America, we don't care
Yeah,
about it, but globally, the All Star game is very appealing to see all the top players.
100%.
Yeah, I think the players kind of missed out on that concept. It was like, yo, bro, the game is still big on a global stage. Amazon could pay us a bag for just Friday night dunk contest. Or, just for the Sunday night game. Who knows? Hulu could or Netflix could want to purchase it.
Yeah,
Like
I
like
mean,
you
dog
see
is
like
important,
you
man.
seen what happened with the NFL,
Mhm.
right? Where they sold their first round playoff series for like $100 million just for the opening wild card weekend. One game.
Yep, and the company guaranteed me their profits back,
Yeah. And this is why
bro.
the and this is why the NBA has done
Yeah,
the play-in season, the in-season tournament, the play-in,
yep.
all of these
All
brand
star,
new.
all star, right after the Super Bowl.
Yep. And all
That
these
was done intentionally.
all these things
Yep,
are pieces of real estate to sell to streaming, to get a
yep,
one-time big bag for
bro.
just the
Like
play-in tournament. Like just the opening series, the opening knockout rounds for the play-in tournament could be on Amazon Prime only. Like that's money right
Yeah.
there. The players are like
Now you got
leaving that in the
HBO. HBO
garbage. I
has
don't get it.
TNT shows. HBO has TNT shows. I mean, HBO has NBA games, TNT NBA games.
Mm-hmm. So this is where the media landscape is going, man. Like there's a lot of money to be made by the players, but I feel like
Yep.
just watching this year's past the All-Star game, I feel like the players missed the boat. I don't know why Adam Silver just don't talk to them directly. Like, yo, we're trying to get money just like the NFL did just for one game. We can get money for the dunk contest. We can get money for the Friday night, Rising Stars game. We can get money just
Yep.
for the All-Star game. Like, you guys are blowing this. It's a 50-50 revenue split. I don't
Bro,
know.
look,
I don't know why the players don't get it.
people like us love NBA. There's no denying that, bro. You and I, we can talk for 20 hours. If we could talk, I don't know, 5 nights straight about NBA. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just what it is. Bro, you can, like, you know how much more people are like us that would love to watch the All Star game, but they hate watching it?
That shit was brutal, man. I had that shit on mute.
Bro, I was watching The Sopranos, right? And I saw like the shit available on HBO. So I'm like, you know what? I'll get something to write about. If it's good, I'll write something good. If it's bad, I'll write something bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm watching. I'm like, dog, what the hell am I watching? Like, I also wrote like a whole rant about it on my on my on my blog. I'm like, dog, this is horrible.
Yeah, it was a tough watch. It was a tough watch. But I
It
felt I
was
felt I felt bad for Adam Silver because I'm like, he's trying to get he could get an extra like 400-500 million, and these
right.
guys just
Benefits
completely
everyone.
fumbled the bag.
Yeah.
They
If
fumbled
Adam
it.
eats, everyone eats. Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I kind of blame Silver at the same time because he should have had a meeting with the players and laid
Yep.
out the blueprint and had the
You should have
players
told like, look,
understand it.
LeBron, people won't care about LeBron and Kevin Durant. Tell them, and everyone else would care. Everyone else would care about the All Star game.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you go to YouTube and look at the old All Star games with Kobe
Yep.
and Garnett,
Iverson.
yeah, like those guys were
Yep.
competing, man.
No, they were dogs. Jason Kidd, Stephon Marbury. I'm forgetting more names. There were some dogs fighting for that All
Mhm.
Star.
And if you
Now,
look at
yeah, I'm seeing.
if you look at the schedule
Yep.
back then, the game
Yep.
would end on Sunday, and they would be the season would resume on Tuesday. That's
I
their
agree, man.
break. Their break was literally one day.
It's a joke, man. It's
Yeah,
the players have got too coddled. Which, well, you know what? They're your money makers. I'm not gonna criticize that much, but at some point you have to draw a fine line. And Adam Silver needs to, man. There's more money coming in the NBA. These guys have better schedules. What every demand has been met, but at some point you have to. Your demands need to be met, and they haven't.
facts, facts. They got chartered planes, the best medicine, the best doctors. Adam Silver gives them breaks, in
Yep.
between games now. Like
It's
it's
a play, bro. It's a players' league now, and you know what? I'm not against it.
I'm not against it either, but they gotta respect
But
the
at some
fans
point,
too.
as a fan, as a beat writer, we make content off these guys. We hope to one day, we hope to one day make good amount of money from these guys. We need these guys to play, man. Like if these guys don't play, we don't eat.
Facts.
This is what it is. What do you think about Scotty Barnes done for the season?
Scotty. I mean, it is what it is. His injury is not going to be for like a whole nother year, right? It's just for a
Yeah,
few months, right?
but it's season ending.
I mean, yeah, we'll see what the other guys got on the
Mm.
team. And hey, Emmanuel quickly could get some money now. He could,
Emmanuel
kind of show
quickly,
off.
RJ can develop. RJ can further develop. I like the direction they're going with. Did you see they extended Kelly Olynyk for
Yeah,
another
I
two
saw
year?
that. two
Yeah, I was
years.
like, I'm wondering if they're gonna move on from. I wonder if they're gonna move on from Jakob Poeltl, maybe like have the hometown kid who really wants to be there be the developmental piece for these guys.
Um, Honestly, with the Raptors, I feel like the developmental way is the only direction they're gonna go because they don't like to spend money. Let's be
No,
honest.
they don't.
They don't like
Masai's
to spend money
conservative,
like
bro.
that.
I think people. people have given Masai a reputation of being reactionary. No, he saw LeBron on his way out, and he said, "Yo, I'm making that big trade." But he's a very conservative general manager.
Yeah, he is. He is. But you know,
Like he
maybe,
wrote out the
but maybe
friend
maybe
Vili
the ownership is
contract.
a little bit conservative too, because you know they
Yeah,
kind of set the tone for that.
it
And
goes hand in hand. Yeah,
yeah, and I feel like the
like
league
for
right
sure.
now, the league
Yeah.
is getting an influx of just these multi-billionaires, and a
Yep.
lot of them they don't have the same self-control. I don't think the older owners know that. Like some of these owners have been around since the 70s and 80s, like the
Yeah.
Chicago Bulls owner, the Timberwolves owner. A lot of these guys don't realize like, yo, you're competing now with tech billionaires that don't even give a fuck. They're gonna
You
spend the
got money
money
to
to be
spend.
better.
And that's why it was no, even Minnesota. Now the owner is a tech billionaire. The guy who sold babies.com. I forgot his name. But
No,
he's
I
the owner of the Minnesota now.
no, I heard. Wait, did they buy the team? I heard A Rod and the
A
other
Rod and that guy
investors.
about the tune. Yeah, A Rod and the guy that sold babies.com to Amazon. They're the owners.
Yeah, but I heard that they owed a payment of like 600. I forgot how much they owed, but they didn't make the payment. The
Mark
due date
Lord.
passed.
No, no, it passed. They got it. They agreed to the purchase in 2021, put in place.
Yeah, but it was the
Yeah.
payments were supposed to be made in increments.
Yeah, it installed payments from the pair paid to over 3 years before becoming the control owning. So they're not control right now.
No, the
So
3 years is up. Yeah, I'm telling you, I
the
read
years.
this the other day. The time was up.
Oh, okay,
They
okay.
were supposed to make a
Yeah.
certain
Oh, yeah, yeah.
payment.
It's 3 years now.
Yeah,
Yep.
and they didn't make it. That's the crazy part. They didn't make the I don't know if it's the last payment, but it was a lot. It was the sum of money was a lot. I don't know. They didn't get enough
Oh, okay, okay.
investors to sum up that money. I don't know what's the situation with the T Wolves, but there were a lot of teams in the NBA. I would say since after the
Yeah.
2020 pandemic, when a lot of teams weren't sure
Yep.
how funny money, how funny the money was gonna be coming off the pandemic. You got the
Yep.
Utah Jazz; they sold their teams. A lot of
The
teams got sold.
Hornets.
Yeah, a lot of teams got sold
Yep.
in that time frame. And you seen the Phoenix Suns? That guy come in buy the team for $4 billion, even though it's not
Yep.
really worth that much. But
The Bucks ownership sold right after the championship. Part owner sold.
yeah, he was scared Giannis was gonna leave.
Yeah, so he sold. He said, "Yo,
Mark,
I got my ring. I'm leaving."
yeah, Mark Cuban sold. A lot of these guys that bought NBA teams for like 200 million, 300 million, 500 million, a lot of them
Yep.
sold. They cashed out on like the 2 to 3 billion.
Is bro, the NBA, man, especially a shit team could be worth this much is crazy to me.
Yo, the teams are not worth that much. Right now, it seems like within the group of billionaires, they value sports teams a lot higher. I don't think it's because of the revenue. They value it because of the
They're like a
prestige.
toy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but the prestige is almost like you're a billionaire, but no one really knows you like that. But if you buy a team, they're gonna know you. They're gonna know your name.
Yeah.
It becomes a
Like
brand.
Tillman Fertitta. Tillman Fertitta did it for sure to increase his influence in Houston real estate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one time
That dude.
I
Yeah.
went out to Galveston. My
Yeah.
friend they told me the hotel was I was inside one of his hotels. They told me for the Houston Rockets owner owned that hotel. I was like, oh, okay.
Kima Boardwalk is his. He's doing a lot, man. He's taking over a lot of Houston real estate. So I think it's their way of getting a foot in the city, if that makes sense.
Mm, yeah, yeah, it is what it is. But hey,
Man.
Saeed, man, yo, definitely check
Yeah.
out his newsletter below. I'm gonna link it in the
Yeah.
description.
Subscribe to Orange Cookies, man. One of the best YouTubers.
Oh man, thank you, appreciate it.
You know,
Yo, we're
you
definitely
know,
gonna link up again. This was amazing, great convo.
for sure, bro. For
I'm